Hey guys, what's up? It's Hunter Hayes here. Thanks for checking out Saturday Night Online Live. Thanks for sending in questions too. They've prepared the list, so here we go. Maggie from Georgia asks, do you plan on going on a big headline tour after the Blown Away tour ends? Actually, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. That's a good idea. I'll let you know. I'll think about it. I like it. Samantha from San Francisco asks, what is your perfect date? I don't know. That's a tough one. You got me. I think my most important thing is like time. I just like quality time. There's no like right or wrong thing to do on a date. I think as far as like, do you go to the movies? Do you just do dinner? Do you like go for like a walk in the park? Do you just go right around town? I mean, I think quality time is my most important thing. I just like sitting down and talking and like getting to know somebody. And so as long as, I love, riding in the car and just listening to music, like a new record or whatever. And even if we don't even listen to music, we just talk over it for hours on end. Like that's cool. I just like quality time. So whatever involves that, that's cool with me, Morgan from Denver asks, what quality do you look for in a girl? What qualities? Lots. Confidence. Just, I respect, I respect the, I don't know if it's a quote or whatever it is, but someone told me, very early in my sort of career type stuff, just to not worry about anything and just be myself. And that's such a hard concept for me to wrap my head around. But I've learned how to be okay with being, awkward and shy and who I am. And I like people who are okay with themselves, who who are not afraid to be, who are not afraid to be themselves, right? I like people with big dreams, I like when a girl has something that she's really into, like I'm really into music, and I'm really into like someone who's into something, so that I can support her with whatever it is, whether it's art or music as well, or if it's something totally different. It's like I want to be able to be somebody's biggest fan. That's a really important thing to me, and that I don't know. That. Ashley from Omaha said, if you could tour with anybody, who would it be? That's a tough one. There's a lot of people I'd like to tour with. There's a lot of people I'd just like to do shows with, collab. I'd love to do something with Keith Urban at some point. That'd be fun. A huge Stevie Wonder fan, so that's kind of assumed that I'd love to do something with that camp or that team. And I don't know. I got a couple of different ideas, but I can't think of them now. So okay, next. Andrea from Flushing. What do you consider to be the hardest thing about your job? That's a tough one. Time constraints, schedules, because I like to talk a lot. So when I, like for instance, when I'm sitting in an interview and it gets rushed for whatever reason, it's like, or we're rushed around from one place to another, or our show gets cut off. We get cut short a couple songs for whatever reason, or just in general, just like. Just running quickly and rushing. I don't like rushing. I like when things are just like, they just happen, That's the hardest thing, but honestly, if that's the hardest thing, I think it's going pretty good. So, Kara from Newark said, what inspires you to write your songs? Excuse me. Life. Anything. It's my journal. I write about whatever's going on. It is real, good or bad. It is what it is. It's all about life and what goes on in life. Tess from Nara, I don't know how to say this, but it's a cool place, and it starts with an N, and there's other letters in it. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? That's a good one. I don't know. Be super smart? But then again, that would kind of get annoying after a while, because then you're overthinking everything, and I already overthink everything. So, strength. But that could get annoying too, because then you like go to like grab stuff and like it ends up flying across the room. That could be annoying. I'll go with intelligence, because you can overthink your overthinkingness. I don't know. I'm going to move on before I get myself in trouble with that one. I'm confused already. Tiffany from Picayune says, who and or what inspired you to want to play music and become a singer? Everything. I don't know. I don't know what inspired that. I don't know what made me want to do music. I think I just wanted to since I was a kid. My family's not musical. I kind of found it as something that I love to do. I found my niche, my thing, my comfort zone, my place to fit in the world with music. I don't know how. I don't know how I got there. I was too young to remember. I don't remember any of it. But I do love it, and it's become something I can't live without now, you know. I wish I could name one or two specific people, and I suppose I could if I tried hard enough, but we might be here all day. Courtney from Michigan says, what's been your most memorable moment in your career so far? That's a hard one. I will say, though, I got to stand on stage and give an acceptance speech for a CMA last year, and that was pretty wicked. I was not expecting that at all, and that completely caught me off guard. And that's a huge milestone and an achievement for me. You know, it's been a dream to win an award like that, and being that it happened last year was pretty incredible. So I hold that as a pretty high achievement, you know, and something I'm really proud of. I'm super excited about it. Alex from Virginia says, what did it feel like to write and record a song for Act of Valor? That was an honor. That was such a big deal for me. It was so tricky because I'm so used to writing about my own life. This was one of the first times I've written about somebody else's. And I was very sensitive to the fact that I can't relate to what our servicemen and women do and what they do for us and the sacrifice that they give. I can't process it. And my biggest thing with that song was to do what I could to I don't know, contribute to the storyline, to contribute to the movie, contribute to the overall thing. And I think what I could relate to on a smaller, much smaller scale, less serious, was the going away for a long time from your loved ones, you know, being away. And that's what I knew the most about. And so I wrote about that. But I was honored to be asked to write a song for this movie because it's a pretty big deal, you know. Let's see. Lindsay from Front Royal says, can you play any instruments by note, or do you play it all by ear? Oh, all by ear. I can't read anything. I can't read music. I'm terrible. It's bad. Chastity from Virginia says, do you write your music first or your lyrics first when you're writing songs? It depends. Sometimes it's lyrics. Sometimes it's an iPhone full of jumbled up words that don't make any sense to anyone but me. And then I write music around it. Sometimes it's a musical thing. It's a musical concept that I've been holding in my phone for a little while, or that I've been just thinking or playing or messing around with. And it just kind of depends, you know. It depends on what the song is about. It just kind of depends. It varies. There's no right or wrong way. That's the good thing. You can change it up all the time. Mandy from Manuka? Yeah, that. What is the first thing you notice about a girl? Smile, eyes, the connection that's made. That's the first thing I notice. Shelby from Lincoln, Oklahoma says, if you could have any car ever made, what would it be? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I love my Mustangs, my old classic Mustangs. Those are classics. Can't beat those. They're timeless. It's all kinds, though, I guess, yeah? I'll go with the Mustang. I'll take it. I'll take a Mustang. I've got to put a navigational system in it, though, because I'm not good with maps. Tess from the... Oh, yeah, Tess. Hey, Tess. There's another one of your questions. If there was a movie about you, who would you want to play you? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Leonardo DiCaprio. That'd be cool. I feel like he could be me. Yeah, that'd be neat. I don't know. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Can we make that happen? Natalie from New York says, what is your favorite part about being on tour? Everything. There's like a new city outside of your window every morning. I get to go to bed in this moving bus, like a train almost, and it's just like I wake up in a new city every day, and we get to set up and jam. We get to play music to thousands of awesome fans every night. No, I love being on the road. I've always wanted to be on the road since I was a kid, and now that I'm on the road, it's even better than I thought it would be, and it's fun. It's a blast. So I guess my absolute favorite part would be you guys that come to the show, because without you guys, we'd be on the road playing for nobody, and that'd be really, really sad. So Amanda from Canada says, how do you find the time to learn so many instruments? I don't know if I did find the time, necessarily. I don't know. I just started messing around with stuff. It's not necessarily that I sat down and learned anything. I just kind of started messing around with instruments. So it's not to say that I can really play any of them all that well. It's just for fun, you know. Just play different things on different demos, you know. Just mess around with it. Courtney from Edmonton says, who was your biggest inspiration growing up? There's tons. There's Garth Brooks. There was everything. Gosh, that's a long list. You're talking about like Brian White. There was Brooks and Dunn. Then I went on to like, I found some Stevie Wonder tracks that I really got into, and that started the Stevie Wonder obsession. Then it was like, you know, then it was Keith Urban, Rascal Flatts, and John Mayer, and John Legend, and like there's all this stuff. It goes everywhere. It's a long list. We'll save time. And one more. Oh, we've got a minute. Carla from Texas says, what is the sweetest thing you would do for a girl? I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see and find out. I've written a lot of songs for girls. I don't know if that's sweet at all. Kind of annoying, I think, after a while. I think, I wrote another song about you. Did you have to? I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of depends. Depends on what the situation calls for. You know? Awesome. So I think we're out of time. I think, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for sending in your questions. I had a blast talking to you, with you. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.